So you're trying to figure out how the Copy Pro Trader setup works? Well, in this video, I'm going to teach you step by step exactly how to get that done. So you definitely want to stick with me all the way through this video so you don't miss anything. Now, my name is Rakeem Madison, and with that being said, we're going to jump right into today's content. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to the exchange. So let me go over here real quick. All right, so now I'm here on Kraken. If you're using HitBTC or Binance, they have the step-by-step instructions for you inside of the back office, right? But in this case, I'm using Kraken, so I just want to show you exactly how to get this done. All right, so now the first thing you're going to do is you're going to click up here on the drop-down arrow by your name. Then you're going to click on security, and then you're going to click on API. Now, once the little API screen comes up, I'm going to walk you through the process, and I'm going to just show you my already finished after I walk you through the steps. So now, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to click on Add Key. Now, when you go and click on Add Key, it's going to pop up a screen just like this. All right, so this is my API setup. The only thing you don't see on here is the actual API key and the access code. That's because once you set this up, you literally have to set this up all at once, because the moment that you hit save, you won't be able to see your API key and your access code again. So now the first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and name your API. So I like to keep things simple. So what I did is I said, well, since I'm using Copy Pro Traders, let's just name it Copy Pro or Copy Trader 1. So I'll know exactly what it is. And I highly recommend you do the exact same. All right, the next thing is the nonce window. All right, so you're going to put 5,000 in there, and no, that has nothing to do with your assets at all. That's not saying that you have 5,000. That's just what needs to happen in order for the API to do what it needs to do. Now, the next thing, this is where it gets important. Right, this is where it gets important. If you watch my other videos, you know I talked about there's rules that you set because you're in control. Okay, now key permissions. In this section over here, the funds, the only one that you're clicking on, as you can see that I did, is the first one that says query funds. Then in this section, the order and trades, you're going to click on all 4 of these. And then for the other, you're only going to click the first one, which is Query Ledger Entries and Access WebSockets API. That is it. You're not going to click on Deposit Funds. You're not going to click on Export. And you're definitely not going to click on Withdraw Funds. Okay? You set the rules. All right. Now, at this particular point, you want to go ahead and hit Save. Now, when you hit Save, this is another very important part. Up at the top, they're going to have your API key and your access code. Now, what I recommend is that you get like a Microsoft Word or a Notepad, or pull up a site like I use this a lot, rapidtables.com/tools/notepad, and just paste your API key here on the first line. Let me just kind of give you like a little play API key. And then that will be the key, right? And then the next one would be, let me hit enter 3 times, and then boom, they're going to give you an access code. All you're going to do, let's just say that, I was going to set my stuff up. I would pretty much copy this key right here. Then I will come over to Copy Pro Traders, and then I will go to exchange settings. All right, so here we go. So now you can see I have my API settings blocked out, but where you're gonna put the APIs is right here in this section right here, at least for Kraken. Now for HitBTC and Binance, those will be down here at the bottom. But for this case, all you're gonna do, you're gonna put the API key in this section right here, the key itself. Now the API secret code is gonna go here. So this one would be the secret code, right? Obviously you'll have your real stuff. This is just me kind of, trying to make the process a little simpler for you. So then you come back over here, boom, you paste your API secret code in there. And then at that point, you go over here to the next box. Now the next box is where you choose the exchange. So you can see I have Kraken for mine, but if you have HitBTC or Binance, then you want to just go ahead and click that one. Now the next step in the process is to choose how much you want to do per trade. So when I first got started, I did $52 per trade. That was back in March. On March 8th was when I first got started. But as you can see, I'm up $100 per trade. That's what I'm doing right now. And of course, I'll continue to kind of grow as I continue to see the profits, and so on and so on. Then the next step is you want to choose your pro trader. So as you can see, I use Doha. I've been using Doha since March 8th, since I started, and I like what I see. It's been pretty consistent. And, like I said, I like what I see. You know what I mean? So now these are actually rated based on performance, right? So they're consistently reviewing to see how they do, and then these numbers can change. So probably like I want to say like maybe last week time frame, Doha was number 3. Now she's number 2. And then Jonathan Lee is number 1 at this specific time, right? So that's how that works. And then all you're going to do is just make sure all this is good. Then you're going to hit activate trading. Then at that point, you hit save and boom, your system is set up. That simple. Okay. So hopefully you got some value from this video. And if you did, definitely go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Also, drop me a comment down below with any additional questions that you have. And if you're ready to get started with Copy Pro Traders, go ahead and use the first link in the description down below. I have my phone number down below. I have my Facebook down below. So feel free to reach out with any questions that you have. And with that being said, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.